So we've learned the backhand short serve for doubles, but let's talk a little bit more about where to place that shot. So if we're hitting the short serve, we kind of have three basic places to hit. You're gonna hit the tee, so the middle area, which we'll go in a bit more depth, and wide. Each of these positions has a positive and, I guess, negative side to its positioning. So if your opponent is standing in here, if you serve tee, you'll notice it's very backhand position for them. So they have different shots available to them. So your opponent can probably hit the block, maybe like a straight push to, if your partner's right-handed, their forehand side. But they can also probably come around the shot a little bit and play mid-court or deep to the backhand side. So they kind of have both options, although everything they hit is going to be going out wide. So it's always like the angle is not very straight. If you're playing into the middle, you're going to want to see your opponent's grip and the racket position. So if the racket position is in here, you'll want to try to jam them up, make them choose between a forehand and a backhand grip, make it hard for them to decide. So you could play very tight and maybe like entice this backhand and then move into this side, right? So you could probably kind of serve in to the backhand side here and cheat into the net, cover sort of the mid push, the net area if you're the one serving. Maybe you want to serve a little bit on the inside and try to jam them up or force them to play forehand and cover the other side. You could also play a little bit faster, so then you are playing a little bit more into this hip, trying to maybe take away the soft block and cover sort of the mid-court shot or the hard shot. So kind of these different positions you can hit to try to, I guess, jam your opponent into hitting a specific shot that you want to cover. So if I'm the one serving and I want my opponent to hit the backhand shot, maybe I serve into that backhand side, and as soon as I serve, I step in and cover. Or maybe I serve very, very tight, so close to the line in here, and I want that net shot. So maybe I'll hit the serve and I'll step in towards the net. If I would play a little bit deeper of a serve, maybe I can come out and cover that block. By block, I mean sort of the mid-court push shot. Something that would come this area of the court. So be aware of the serve you hit, what kind of return you can get, and try to play with purpose. So try to look at your opponent's racket. Are they backhand? Are they forehand? If they're really forehand in here and you serve, they'll probably push straight body or kind of cross court to your partner's forehand. So maybe you end up playing a bit more tee and trying to jam them up in here. Maybe you can serve wide, cover that straight. You're going to have different options here where you can look at that racket angle and try to jam somebody up. So if they're in here, maybe trying to serve just inside the racket or just outside the racket and really force that backhand. Maybe they're coming in really forehand and you serve inside and jam them up that way. You have some different options there of things that you can do.